Hey everybody, this is our House 21 again. Just doing a quick little status update on our good friend Slade here. Now, this weekend I went out to do some speed runs with the 3S LiPo battery pack, the GPS, and just basically trying to lay down some serious speed and see if I can break the 100-mile-an-hour mark. Now, unfortunately, it didn't end so well.
That
we're done for the day.
So if we look over here, Slade had a little bit of an issue. So going through here. So fortunately, this is the extent of the damage of the vehicle. So this goes back to what I was saying about planning for failure. Well, the short story is I was doing a high-speed run, and this same parking lot that I usually use, but it was colder than it was in the previous days, and my rear wheels weren't hooking up the way that they should have. All the warning signs were there. It was really loose, the tail end was coming out, but I decided to just go ahead and make runs anyway. They call that go fever. Everything is lined up and you don't want to miss the chance to do your run, but you don't stop and think. So ultimately the rear end tried to pass the car at a very high rate of speed. Don't worry, you'll see all that video here shortly. And Slade slammed into, well, it lost rear traction. The rear wheels passed, it went to a spin, and then slammed into a concrete curb at a very fast rate, shattering the wheels on this side, telescoping in my turnbuckle over here. But other than that, not really doing any damage. But it did do some damage to the curb, took a nice chunk of concrete out of it. So to show a lot of energy at play. So what are my lessons, or what can I take away from the future? These rear tires, you have to be really careful with them. And actually, going back and looking at previous video, I could see that at high speed I was getting some good fishtailing, which was an indication that the rear wheels were they were out and they were spinning. And there's actually two different coefficients of friction. There's a coefficient of static friction and a coefficient of dynamic friction. So even with the wheels spinning, you're still able to get good power, or you're able to put force down to the ground. However, it's like dancing on a sheet of ice. So if you get just the right conditions, you're going to slide out. So, and I believe that's just what happened. How can I correct this in the future? Well, two options. I can go to a stickier compound tire. So these right here are the purple tires, but they also make pink, which are supposed to be a little softer compound, which in theory would give me more grip. Or I could treat the tires with some tire compound, which basically just acts like extra sticky gunk that you put on here, and that might help them hook up better. So I have a little bit more experimentation to go, but as always, I'll keep you guys posted every step of the way, and look out for my high-speed run post-mortem video. All right, but again, this is our House 21 signing off for now. Look for more from me shortly, and remember, fly, fix, fly.